Tonight I'm going to show you guys my favorite dessert that I basically eat every single night, and it's only 3 ingredients. So first thing you need are some mixed berries. The raspberries are frozen because I just didn't have any fresh, but I usually do like a cup of mixed berries, and then I put it in the microwave for about a minute. So that's what we're going to do right now, is just microwave these. And then the next ingredient we're going to add is like just some monk fruit. This is Truvia. It's like a 1-to-1 sugar replacement. I like erythritol, allulose, things like that too. So this is what we're using. And then we're gonna mix like a big heaping tablespoon of that into the berries. What's up, Vanessa? What's up, Dora? What's up, Nikki? Are those plants real? Are you talking about these ones? They are not. Mariah, thanks for letting us know. Send me a DM. Sophia is precious. Hey, thank you, college student. What's up, Steve? Yeah, Miss Tanya. So monk fruit's great. If you guys are like averse to keto sweeteners, try allulose too. But I think so Anna does not like keto sweeteners a lot at all. And monk fruit's actually her favorite. So I'm gonna put this in the berries now. And like I said, no measurements, just vibes. How much weight have you lost? I lost 80 pounds on my weight loss journey, like when I started keto. And then my weight has like kind of changed a little since then due to weightlifting and things like that. So you can see. Yeah, Truvia is great. Currently eating strawberries with keto ready whip. Oh, yum. So now we're just gonna stir it all up like this. And I'm gonna give it a little taste just to see if I need more sweetener. It becomes like if you guys can see, I'll turn the camera. It's almost like a liquid like jam, but it's not officially a jam yet. If you don't like the little seed parts, you can skip the blackberries and just do blueberries and strawberries. So this is the final ingredient, keto yogurt. I like ratio, 2 good is good. You can also just use plain Greek yogurt. It took me 2 years to lose the 80 pounds. So from 2016 to 2018, that's how I lost the weight. Got your book. Hey, thank you so much. Shout out to everybody who's gotten my book, Breaking Up with Carbs. The new one is coming out so soon. So it's like perfect, right? The new book. But I'm just not super confident about the side dishes. And I think it's just like resistance trying to get me to keep pushing it on like further and further. So what do you guys think? If I don't think the side dish section of the book, it's a lot of written too. It's like mostly written with 100 recipes, all have pictures. But do you guys think if I'm not 100% confident about all of the side dishes, I should just release it anyway? I mean, they're good, but I just feel like they could be a little better. All right, so we're mixing up this yogurt. Sometimes it comes with like a little watery on top. And if you are going to use plain Greek yogurt, one thing I would say is be more mindful about serving size, because this has 2 net carbs per serving. But another one that I use, which if you're trying to get like probiotics out of your yogurt, something like this is better. Organic, like probiotic yogurt. So you guys are saying just put it out. All right. I've been tightening it up for like 2 years. So that's just the one thing that it's kind of lacking. Where do we get your book? So Breaking Up with Carbs is on Amazon. It's the one with the orange cover. Just type in Breaking Up with Carbs. All right, but so if you get something like this, it has about 8 net carbs per serving, which you can make work. But you just want to be mindful. It's not the same as a serving of the keto or like low sugar yogurts. And then I just mix it all up. And I don't wait that long for this to cool down. If you don't like the texture of like hot berries in your yogurt, then you can wait a little longer, but I find this to be enough. And there is actually a jam recipe, I think, in the new book. And guys, this is what it looks like. It's so good. It's so freaking good. I don't know if the light's like making it have a weird glare, but So I eat this pretty much every night before bed. It's also, depending on which brand you use, very low calorie too. So it's not one of those keto snacks like brownies where if you have too many servings of it, you're like at 600 calories, you know? It's pretty low calorie, especially if you use like Too Good yogurt instead of the ratio, which I like Too Good, but I think the ratio is creamier and tastes almost like an ice cream type treat. Would love to see your book on Audible. Shout out to audiobooks. That's the only way I can consume books. And funny enough, when I was like re-editing and getting the written part of my book done, I can't sit there and read it for like hours on end. So I recorded an audiobook of it that's like very low quality, but just for myself. And then I sped it up and I like listened to it while I would go on walks with Sophia or like runs. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is take a picture of it. I'll be back in less than 12 seconds. All right, here we go. I think I was like, is there a substitute for yogurt? You could do this with whipped cream. I think melted berries, and if you have like a keto whipped cream or a cream cheese frosting, you could like find some way to combine it all and make it yummy. But I don't know as far as like if you just don't like yogurt. All right, this picture looks pretty good. Maybe I could like sprinkle some bloobs right on top. I want the Ninja Creamy machine. So yeah, Ninja has like this mini ice cream maker, and I've seen it, but I think we actually had an ice cream maker. And this is also really good if you want to get a little crazy. If you put some, what's it called? Some peanut butter on top. Ooh, that picture looks bussin'. All right, guys, let's eat it. So Eric, you can confirm the Ninja machine is good. And sometimes another thing that I'll do is I'll add a scoop of collagen. Ooh, look at it when you mix it up. It looks like an ice cream. If you made a keto ice cream with this, it would be so freaking good. I think I need to take a picture like this. I can't believe I've never taken a picture of this. It looks so appetizing. So it's just yogurt and mixed berries that have been melted with sweetener. Oh, and sometimes I'll add collagen to this. Piscilla, I don't think it matters that much where you get your collagen. Some people do have... Some people do have like preferences as far as where the collagen came from and stuff, but I'm pretty sure collagen is collagen. We get Vital Proteins. I also like Perfect Keto's collagen. Or if you're just trying to get more protein, you can put protein powder in here. Oh, Jewel, so you notice an aftertaste similar to Splenda in your ratio yogurt. Maybe they use sucralose. Let's check the ingredients and see. Yeah, they use sucralose. So Splenda itself, sucralose itself does not kick you out of ketosis, but a lot of people confuse Splenda with sucralose. Splenda just contains sucralose. So Splenda also has maltodextrin and dextrose. Those things kick you out of ketosis, they spike your blood sugar, they cause a lot of problems. But sucralose itself is not problematic unless you personally have like your own issue with how you feel when you consume it. But in general, it doesn't raise blood sugar. If you're new to keto, what should you keep carbs at and how do you feel about ketones? So 25 net carbs a day is the limit if you're trying to do keto. Or if you're just trying to live a low carb lifestyle, you can see benefits dropping down to 100 or just being mindful. Like just eating less of the obvious carbs is also very beneficial. So maybe you don't want to count your carbs. Maybe you don't want to do 25 a day. That just feels too extreme. So what you can do is just be like, all right, for most of the food I'm eating, I'm going to avoid the obvious carbs. Like for my burgers, I'm going to get them lettuce wrapped. For my pasta, I'm going to ask for vegetables instead of noodles. Like if you go to Olive Garden and you get the chicken Alfredo, just ask them to replace the pasta with broccoli. It's so good. And just little things like that are like a great place to get started. But if you really want to get into ketosis, which leads to the question, do ketones matter? Then yeah, around 25 net carbs per day is the goal. And then also, this is why ketosis is good for me. I like it because when you're doing like a lower carb diet and you're not necessarily in ketosis, your body's kind of bouncing back and forth between carbs for energy and fat for energy. Maybe you wake up and you just eat eggs for breakfast. So you're in ketosis for like the first few hours of the day, but then you have a higher carb lunch and a higher carb dinner and you're not in ketosis anymore. That's good and it's beneficial, especially if you're active. That's a great way to live. But you're not going to feel as good depending on how you feel when you're in ketosis if you're just straight on eating like 25 net carbs a day. That's when you're going to have the consistent energy throughout the day. If you struggle with cravings, those cravings are going to be at bay. It's very beneficial to just be in ketosis. But I'm not a fan of exogenous ketones for, I'll explain why. Because they're so expensive that the average person will experience the benefits of being in ketosis by just eating 25 carbs a day. And they don't need to take the exogenous ketones. However, if you have money to blow, which it's not likely that like, I don't know many people who should be spending their money, I wouldn't, on like exogenous ketones are very, very expensive. So unless you're just like very wealthy and like blowing money to like optimize how you feel, I don't think it's worth it. What's a good fasting time frame to help jumpstart you into ketosis? So what is the point of jumpstarting into ketosis? I know fasting is good for getting you into ketosis, feeling good, but you don't need to jumpstart into ketosis. If you're gonna do keto, I explained this yesterday. You're gonna lose weight over like, for me it was a 2-year period. Maybe you have less weight than I did to lose. So maybe it will be a 6-month period or an 8-month period. So that extra day of being in ketosis, aside from giving you extra energy and like feeling less cravings, isn't going to be that beneficial. So there's no need to jumpstart into ketosis. But if you have a healthy relationship with fasting and you don't think you're like at risk of disordered eating, then doing a 24-hour fast will definitely jumpstart you into ketosis. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. You saw my favorite yogurt in the world. It's so good. I've never had the So Delicious brand, Burn. Another thing you can do. Oh my God. Just had the flu, my jump start. Guys, last thing I'll say before I get off. So in my book, I talk about how I'm using ratio yogurt, apparently. But in my book, I talk about how I made the switch from like cheating every week to eventually going 2 years without a cheat. And one of the things that made that possible was I had a cheat day. In mid-cheat day, after like filling myself with a bunch of junk food, fast food, all of the food that I love to cheat with. Mid cheat day, I got a stomach bug and I was sick for like 3 days. And that gave me like a month of disgust towards all of those foods. So that was like a big stepping stone in helping me go from weekly to monthly cheat days. So sometimes like getting sick might seem like a bad thing, but it can actually be a blessing. And that's just the case for a lot of things in life, you know? Maybe some hardship comes upon you, but maybe it brings out a version of yourself who creates a better life than you ever could have imagined had it not happened, you know? So just always have that mindset around life. All right, guys. I cut the strawberries when I microwaved them, Siobhan, yes. I don't cut up the other berries, just the strawberries. All right, guys, have a blessed rest of your night. I love you. I believe in you. I'll see you tomorrow.